d4. Okay, here I'm gonna start with knight f6. I want to show you guys something. He plays the Trumpowski attack, and I'm gonna simply play d5, just put my pawn in the center of the board. He plays c4 to attack my center, and I'm gonna simply play e6 to defend my center. And from here, it's just gonna be a normal developing chess game. He develops his knight. I'll simply go bishop e7, developing my bishop. Then he develops his other knight, and I'll simply castle my king. Now, he plays h4. I guess he's trying for an early attack, but that's not going to work. I'm going to play c5 here, just trying to open the position a bit, seeing that his king is still in the center. Okay, he plays queen c2. He's really trying to target my h7 pawn. Here, I'll simply take his pawn on d4. And this is already good for black because I have two pawns in the center. He only has once, and he's moving the same pieces more than once. Now I'm going to play the move e5, which forces him to move the same pieces even more times. And then he plays knight to f5. Not a bad move. He's attacking my bishop, but let's just use the time to develop. Now, he castles his king. That's a very bad move. I'm already seeing a possibility of getting my rook on the c file because his queen and his king is on the same line. Now, what I want to do here, though, is play the move knight to b5. It attacks his queen, which is the main defender of his knight, which I'm already attacking, so he has to be careful. He pulls his queen back to b1. He's basically saying, if I take his knight, he's going to take back my bishop. Now, I'm going to use a tactic called deflection, where I'm actually going to sacrifice my knight on a2, and it checks the king. Because once his queen takes, it's no longer guarding his knight, and now I'll simply grab the knight, and I'm just ahead by a pawn. Now, he took on d4, which is a huge mistake because now I'm going to get access to the c file. So let's go rook to c8. It checks his king. He now has to block with his knight, and now his knight is pinned. Now, because his knight is pinned, we're going to put pressure on the pinned knight, and we're simply winning the knight. He plays e3. Let's just take the knight, and this is just a winning position. He took with the bishop, which is also pinned, and what are we going to do? We're going to put more pressure on this pinned bishop. Now, he plays d6, doesn't help a whole lot, so let's just take the free bishop. He took with the queen, and we take with the rook, checking the king, and now we're ahead by 2 pieces. Now, I would love to go for a checkmate here, even though the queens are off the board. Let's start by simply capturing this free pawn. He moves his king out the way, which means my bishop is under attack. But let's just give a check here. His king has to move. Well, he puts his king here, which is incorrect because pawn to e4 is just a checkmate. Hit subscribe for more.